I'm here with you to share my sales from this past week. This is from the week of October 20th through the 27th. I am almost done with my volleyball season, so I should be back to my normal scheduled videos. If I look tired, it's because I am. I just woke up. It's like 7 a.m. I've got to try to get my video done and my listings and my pictures. So my guys that I coach don't play until 4, but my niece is already starting this morning at 9. So I'm going to try to get a bunch of stuff done and at least catch some of her games before they get done. So we'll see how much I can get done this morning. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you are new here, thank you. I am a full-time reseller. My name is Heather. I live in Iowa. I thrift mostly in Omaha, Nebraska. I do 3 videos a week. So please consider subscribing down below if you like reseller content, or if you want to watch this video all the way through and see if you like me. If it seems like videos that you would like to watch, I try to put out videos to help you guys with your reselling business. I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and it is a great, amazing job. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I had sales on all 5 that I sell on. I couldn't remember. Marketplace, Depop, Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark. So we're just going to start. Let me know down below as we go through this video what your best sale was this week. I can't think on the top of my head right now what mine was. I'm sure it'll pop up here and I'll be like, oh yeah, that was my best sale. The first thing I sold on Facebook Marketplace were these pair of Dansko clogs. These were a Mary Jane style black leather wedge in a size 10, and they sold for $32. I have noticed that my Danskos sell well on Facebook Marketplace and Depop. So I don't know if that's like common for everyone else, but I have noticed that in the past maybe 6 months or so with the ones that I pick up. So that was a great sale on Facebook. They did sell pretty quickly. And then I also sold this Lucky Brand sweatshirt. This wasn't a size small. I got this for 99 cents at a thrift world. On Sundays, they have things for 48 cents. That's the color of the week. But the rest of the week, they are all 99 cents. So I went ahead and got this. It was like a vintage tag. Some of the vintage Lucky Brand items can go for a lot of money. I sold a red hooded sweatshirt before with kind of these like bird dragon design, and it sold for over $100, I think. So make sure you look up the vintage Lucky Brand like embroidered type sweatshirts. That one sold for $20. Not bad, especially for paying 99 cents. Okay, let's move on to Depop. I have had quite a bit more sales than I normally do, which is not a ton, but sometimes I wouldn't even make one sale a week. So I have hit over 100 sales in there, so I don't know if that is helping me or what's going on. The first thing I sold was this J. McLaughlin shirt. This was white in a size medium. It was a linen blend. That sold for $20. I sold another J. McLaughlin sweater. This one was tan, also size medium, I think. It was a cashmere blend, so really good right now. Cashmere is selling really well for me in the fall, and that sold for $34. I sold my other vintage Halloween sweatshirt, which is great. I picked up 2 of these at the same time, and luckily they both sold quickly. Otherwise, I probably would have been holding on to them for another whole year, which would have sucked. This one did sell for $35, which was my full asking price. So excited about that. I don't feel like the ugly Christmas stuff sells as good as the like Halloween, probably because there's a lot more of it. Next was a Vince sweater. This sold very, very quickly. I don't pick up Vince a ton, but there are certain pieces, like certain sweaters with good fabric that I will pick up, or maybe like a coat or something. Anyway, this one was like a wool, alpaca, possibly a little bit of a cashmere blend, and it sold for $40 within a day on Depop, so that's amazing. Next were these Z-Coil shoes. So these shoes are so weird and ugly. I guess maybe they have some sort of purpose for walking or toning, and oddly enough, they sold on Depop for $40. So that's great. I got those at a Goodwill for I think $6. And then the last thing I sold yesterday on Depop was this Carhartt jacket. This is a men's navy blue. I just showed this in my last haul. If you want to watch it, I'll link it up here. It sold for $63.80. I think that was an offer that they sent to me. I paid $10 for this. Very quick sale, so really happy with that. Okay, Mercari, I sold these pair of Figs pants. These were in a size extra small navy blue. They were just a straight leg style, which doesn't do as good for me. And they sold for $21. I sold these Miss Me jeans, so if I'm finding them for like $7 or less, which right now my thrift store is charging $7 to $8 for jeans, most of my Goodwills, I'm still picking them up because they are selling fairly quickly for me. These ones sold for $34.20. They were size 28, and they were a bootcut style. Next were a pair of Ariat jeans. These also sell well for me. These were in a size 25 short. They were a bootcut style as well, and they sold for $34. And then the last thing I sold yesterday was this Anthropologie Pilcrow sweater. I did pay $10 for this at a thrift store, but I looked up comps and they were pretty good. It was a newer style. It did have a wool blend and it sold for $51. So that's great on Mercari. Mercari has cheaper fees than Poshmark and eBay. So always glad when I can make sales over there. Let's go on to eBay. Soft Surroundings kimono, size medium. This was a new listing. It sold probably in less than a week for $28. Next was the J. McLaughlin shirt. This is their Catalina cloth, which you want to use in your title and your description as a keyword. It's a very popular type cloth for her brand or his. Actually, I don't even know. Is that a guy or a girl? It kind of feels like the scuba, like swimsuity type material. This one had like a fall color on it with leaf print, so it sold really fast for $24. Next were a pair of Democracy jeans. These were in a size 14 straight leg. It did say Absolution under the tag, which is what I look for, either that or Ab Technology. These ones had a little bit of stretching and not quite as in good a condition as I usually like, and I sold them for $20. Next was a Torrid 5X Peach plus size top, and that sold for $25. I sold this Duluth Trading Company shirt in a size small. This was a flannel. I just picked this up being fall. I don't think it would sell as well in other times of the year. At this time it sold for $20. Next was the brand Cool, Kuhl, a good outdoor brand to pick up, although I don't feel like it sells as well as it used to for me. So I am trying to make sure I'm looking up comps on every piece before I take it home from the thrift store. This one was a size large teal turtleneck sweater and it sold for $30. Next was a pair of Lululemon leggings. These were in a size 10. They were the fashion-free crop style and they sold for $28. Those sold very quickly. I tried them on, but I think I'm getting into a size 8 and my legs are so long it looked stupid because it's not the length it should be. Eileen Fisher shirt in a size medium. This was an ivory color silk long sleeve top, excellent condition, super pretty. It sold for $39. Next was a Catherine sweater. This sold within a few hours. In a size 5X, it was a long line brown toggle cardigan sweater, and that sold for $26. I sold this J. Crew size 4 navy blue blazer. So this wasn't a wool blazer, which usually does better for me. It was a cotton blazer. I've had this for quite a long time, and it sold for $20. I sold these AG Adriano Goldschmied jeans in a size 28. They were the Stevie Slim Straight. These jeans are still selling pretty well for me, just not as high as they used to, so I guess be careful how much you pay for them. These ones sold for $20. Next was a Talbot's blazer in a size 12. This was a gingham style wool, and it sold for $31. I sold this Talbot's shirt pretty quickly. It was in a size 2X, and it was green. Pure Irish linen oversized top sold for $35. And that is it for my sales on eBay. So we will go to Poshmark last. I'm thinking that Carhartt jacket might have been my best sale. Okay, Poshmark. I sold this Athleta sweatshirt in a size extra large. It was a hooded zip-up sweatshirt. It had some stains on it that I could not get out, and unfortunately I was in a rush that day at the thrift store and I didn't look them over. Otherwise, I probably would have left it behind. It sold for $12. I still made a little bit of profit. Whatever. Next were a pair of Free People pants. These were in a size large. They were orange, high-rise, loose fit. I sold these within a few days for $25. Another $25 sale. These were a pair of Everlane jeans. These ones were in a size 27. They were the super soft, relaxed pair. And yeah, $25. I already said that. Another pair of Lululemon leggings. These were in a size 4. Navy blue, Wonder Under high-rise crop. Crops don't do as well for me, so I'm trying to leave those behind more and more at the thrift store. And these ones sold for $14. Lululemon again, size 4, multicolor Wonder Under high-rise crop camo leggings sold for $20. Next was an All Saints dress. This was in a size 4. It was a cotton silk blend. I had this for probably at least 6 months, and that sold for $27. Next were a pair of Athleta pants. These sold actually very quickly. This was the Brooklyn ankle pant. This style of Athleta is selling fast for me lately, so if you see it at a good price, I would say pick it up. These were in a size 6. I already said that, I think, didn't I? They're like a brownish red color, and they sold for $29. Next was a Lulu's dress, which I am like have to be done with because I've sold 2 recently for not very much money and they've sat forever. This was in a size medium in a tan color and it sold for $14. Eileen Fisher jeans in a size 20. These were a high-rise skinny pair. The size tag was actually cut out, so I had to just put measurements, so hopefully they work for this person. And they sold for $35. Next was an Old Navy sweatshirt in a size large. I got this a really long time ago at the bins. Men's, it had an Oregon graphic on it, and it sold for $15. I sold these Ariat jeans in a size 28 long for only $17, and the reason was the belt loop in the back had like ripped off on one part, so there was a hole, but they still sold for $17, which I think is pretty good for a flawed item. These Judy blue jeans sold super fast. These had like a lemon patchwork design underneath, so you could see through that in the distressing. They were in a size large, and they sold for $21. Next were a pair of Zara jeans. These are the ones that I tried to wear and they didn't fit me. High-rise flare, sold super quick, $21. Next was a Lafayette 148 size small, gray, blue linen top, and that sold for my full asking price of $30. This brand does not do that well for me, and I've only sold it a couple of times, so I think you have to get like the really specific pieces. It's Gal Meets Glam. It wasn't a size 0. It had a blue-yellow floral print, and it only sold for $14, and I probably had it for almost a year. So I don't know how that does for you guys, but not great for me. Next was a J. Jill sweater in a size 4X. This was a navy blue V-neck sweater that sold for $15. I sold this pair of Athleta pants in a size extra small. They were green black salutation joggers. I've sold this style before for pretty well, but I think these ones didn't do as good because of the size, and I sold them for $10. Next was a Lululemon sweatshirt, mile high pullover in a size 6. That sold for $18. I sold these Madewell jeans. They were a curvy high-rise skinny, but they were in a size 34 tall, so if they were in a smaller size, I probably would have left them behind. Those sold for $26. Next was a Toad & Co. sweater. This was a organic cotton hemp cardigan sweater, and it sold for $25. I sold this Icy Collection jacket in a size 1X. It was black sheer full zip. That sold for $27. That brand still is doing really good for me. Next was the brand Teddy Fresh. This is a men's shirt, but it was in the women's pajama section at a thrift store. It was a size medium, multicolor plaid, and it sold for $30. Next, I sold these Cezanne pants. Is that how you say it? They were a size 8, black, white, houndstooth. I got these at a thrift store a couple of months back, I think. They did really well, and they sold for $68. So I guess that might beat out my Carhartt jacket by like a few cents. I can't remember what I sold it for, but it was something really close to that. And that's my sales. So not amazing, but I do credit that to being extra busy, not being able to do all of my normal stuff. So hopefully I will get back to that next week. Thank you so much for watching this What Sold video. I appreciate everything. All of the comments and the shares and the likes on my video. It's really helping me with my business. I'll see you guys on Sunday, hopefully with a haul video. If I don't have enough stuff, I'll try to come up with something else. There's a slight possibility that it won't happen just because I still have my tournament all day and all night tomorrow night. And Sunday I'm going to church and lunch with my mom. So I guess maybe I should give you a fair warning. I don't know if I'm going to have time to film a video before then. If not, for sure on Tuesday. So be sure you come back. Don't leave because I've been sketchy and like not around very much. I promise I will get back to normal and I'll try to do better in the future. Okay guys, bye.